imagine the power goes out. No lights, no internet. The shops are empty. Your kids look up to you and they say, "Mum, what do we do?" Hi, I'm Sue. That's my pseudonym because I work for an emergency service here in Australia. Welcome to Female Prepper, a place where women can learn to be confident and feel in control and have freedom rather than feeling paranoid and overwhelmed in the case of an emergency. Now, I'm not talking about the zombie apocalypse. I'm talking about things that are typical to Australia, like bushfires. In 2019, we had a bushfire that burnt 5.5 million hectares of Australian land, left a smoke haze over Sydney for 6 weeks. Cyclone Yasi devastated far north Queensland, as did Cyclone Alfred this year. And floods. Australia has had more floods in the last 10 years than I remember in my lifetime, and I'm 58. One part of Sydney was flooded 3 times in 15 years. It's about knowing how to keep yourself safe and your loved ones safe, no matter how or what nature throws at you. Luckily, Australia is a pretty stable society, so we're not looking at social collapse and riots like in other parts of the world, but you never know. This is a place for women, a community where women can feel safe and heard and learn from each other. I am no expert on a lot of things. I'm an expert on some things, but we're here to learn together and share our ideas. And it's different from the male prepping space. Male preppers, especially the predominance in America, are about security and guns and OPSEC, as it is called. Of course, we want to do that here, but we also want to figure out how to grow our gardens, look after our families, keep them healthy. And it's just a different vibe, I think, women prepping to men prepping. So welcome to Female Prepper. I hope you enjoy the channel. It's going to take us a bit of time to get some content up there because it's, just me and a couple of others. But we'd love your input. Like and share, as the saying goes on YouTube. Oh, the youngsters amongst my group tell me that I should have said and subscribe. On this channel, we'll be covering practical prepping skills that fit your lifestyle, whether you live in the city, in the suburbs or in the bush. We'll talk bug out bags, self-defense, barter systems, off-grid cooking, first aid and how to prep on a budget. You'll see gear reviews for women's perspective. That is one of the ways that I will be making a bit of money out of this channel. I'll be offering my perspective on gear and getting a small associate's fee from the reseller. I want to be upfront about that because I do have to monetize this in some way, and that's the way I'm going to do it. Step-by-step guides, tips, and how to keep your prepping discreet, because the last thing you want when the proverbial hits the fan is for someone to come and take it from you because they know you've got it. And then there's big one. I'll help you build your mindset. You really have to understand what goes into surviving in a disaster. We saw it during the pandemic. People hoarded toilet paper, but they left the baked beans on the shelves. How did that make any sense? You couldn't get rice, but you get plenty of tuna and canned fish to go with it. Because it's not just about your bag, it's about what's in your head. Because that's one thing, if you lose your bag, you can probably replace it, but if you can't replace what's in your head, when you have the right skills and confidence, you'll stop relying on luck and start relying on yourself, and your family will rely on you and your friends. And of course, no one can forget our furry loved ones. We'll be addressing how to look after your pets, not probably the fish, not sure you would take them if you're bugged out, but anything that's got 4 feet and a heartbeat will be covered as well. Thanks again for listening to this opening videos. I am a bit rusty and a bit rough because this is my first time on YouTube. As the youngsters say, smash that like button, hit subscribe, give us some hearts. Please drop us a comment. Let us know where you're joining us from. If you're not in Australia, we'd love to hear the perspective from other countries around the world. Women for women together in a safe space, planning our futures. Thank you.